Virginia. It's for lovers.
No, growing up in DC, it was weird because, like, you really don't have access to the beach there, really, at all. Like, you're far, far, far from the beach. You either go to Ocean City, Maryland, which is about a 2.5-hour drive. It's a fun town. It's more fun as, like, a 20-something than it is as a kid, I'll tell you that much. Or you go to Virginia Beach, or you go north to New Jersey, Delaware, like Cape May or Rehoboth, Bethany Beach. So, like, that's where you get beach houses if you do like a week at the beach. If you're a family in DC, usually you go north to Delaware.
Maybe I'll take them to
Cape May was our spot. I loved Cape May. Anyway,
what about that theme park that they made? I haven't watched the documentary yet, but it has to be a pretty good theme park if they made a documentary about it.
Wildwood?
No, the one in New Jersey, the Netflix one.
Hershey Park?
Somebody will say it in the chat.
Oh! You mean the one where they killed the kid? Yeah, they killed the kid. Yeah. That's like northern New Jersey. That's like New York. That's like New York metro area.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take kids there.
Southern New Jersey, Philly, DC, Baltimore. That's a lot more of the same area. New York was like a different area. I think that Action Park was. I think
that's probably close.
Yeah. Anyway,
this game sucks.
What are you talking about? It's 3-3. We got a game.
Total was around 50.
Man, if the Ravens had scored a touchdown on that last drive, we wouldn't even be doing this. Would just be me running around this room. Woo! But they got a field goal. Thankfully, Justin Tucker is not 0 for 3, which felt very fucking possible. This is an intense game, man. Whoever makes the first mistake loses this, and I don't have a strong opinion either way. I really don't. I think the wind is obviously really effing things up. The nerves are high for everyone on the field. Both defenses are playing well. I think I'm nervous about the Ravens defense cracking first, honestly. Like, they played so hard last week.
They did.
And they played really well in this first half. I'm nervous about them cracking.
I
gotta say, I think the ride is over. I really do.
I will say, if they made it through to half with 2 Justin Tucker missed field goals.
Should be fucking 9-3. God damn it!
A 20-yard punt, a awesome strip sack that they never even had a shot at. The fact that lineman, the guard, or who is it, the left tackle, somebody jumped on that immediately. Like the fact that Dawkins, they could not get a break.
Yeah, he was on that like a magnet. That was brutal. And the freaking penalties, the softest as Sharman roughing the passer call. Oh my lord. Oh my goodness. What a flopperoonie for Josh Allen. Well done, Josh Allen. You get the Oscar. The Oscar goes to Josh Allen for flopping this year. The holding call was also really soft but it ended up not making a difference. This has been tough. This has been tough for the Ravens. They are 3-point dogs in the second half. Oh, second half money line is -141 for the Bills. That is higher than pregame. Not great. Second half total is 23.5. I'm not sure how that gets there if there's not overtime, but
the fans sound loud. The wind is affecting, I think. Man. I don't know if the wind is affecting stuff outside the kicking game. Like, I haven't seen like a pass that's fluttering in the wind. It's just
they're not inclined to try.
Well, and that's the strangest thing is we've had these Justin Tucker's missing field goals, but Lamar is converting a 3rd and 18 through the air.
Well, the wind was at his back.
It was, but there's still a bit of crosswind.
That's actually windy. Look, if you're going to bet the second half, forget about betting the second half. Bet the third quarter and bet the side that is going left to right on your television
which is the Bills.
Screen.
Bills third quarter.
Is that for sure?
I don't know, but they had it in the first quarter.
Sometimes I don't exactly know how it works when they do the coin toss. Sometimes it's a little screwy. Are we sure the Bills have the ball going that way in the third?
First touchdown scorers still alive.
What do you think?
I don't know.
Does anyone know in the chat? Can anyone tell us which team is going to be going from left to right on your television? in
the
this
chat.
in the third quarter? Does anyone know?
By deferring, I think you get the option in the second half. So the Ravens started with the ball. I'm assuming Buffalo deferred. I didn't see the coin toss. I was getting lunch, man.
So we don't know.
JC says he played Long Tome, which is like a really big book. I'm not on the knob. It says Stranahan's single malt. It's quite lovely.
I'm about to be there. I can't take much more of this, man. This is tough.
Somebody just said there are multiple camera angles. Left to right is relative. That's true, but we're worried about the win, not the.
I'm talking about the standard camera angle. Which team is going left to right?
We're watching on the all 22 guys. I mean, first person who can confidently convince me, we'll bet on that team. Yeah. So, if you defer to choose. So Baltimore gets to choose which way they would want to defend for the game. I thought. I don't know.
Our people have been so helpful for us over the years, and to the best I can tell you, they agree that Buffalo is going left to right in the third quarter. So should we play Buffalo third quarter money line?
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
I just want to drink.
All right, let's play Buffalo third quarter money line. Let me find the best price. Oh God, this is
Buffalo chose to defend their direction, not defer. Wow.
This is why this is so hard, man.
Will Brinson's a sharp motherfucker. We might have to.
All right, we can get Buffalo third quarter minus a half for minus 103. You okay with that as an official play?
Yeah.
You sure?
Sure.
All right, it's in. Buffalo minus a half, minus 103 is the official pod play.
Yeah, this game just sucks.
It's just a gut churner, man.
And truthfully, let's say it's not windy at all, and they say you have to back a team here. It's probably Buffalo right now because it does feel like Baltimore's defense is getting everything on third down. Like they've been getting the tip of the spear and they've been deflecting it. It just feels like the Buffalo Bills are just. They're going to score a touchdown here soon.
They look like they're going to break the elements a little better.
Yeah.
Although, look, if I'm Ravens, if I'm wearing purple glasses and I'm like, no, Ravens got this. Everybody, cool on, chill out, calm down. The Ravens got this. I think I'm bringing up the Ravens' last drive and the fact that they finally got Mark Andrews involved. That's a hugely positive sign. Marquise Brown. I thought maybe he was going to be a decoy all game, but oh no, like all of a sudden they are actually going to him, and he's been creating separation from Trey White, and Lamar is delivering bullets. The problem is it's going to be in the fourth quarter when they're going in that direction. I don't think Lamar throws a pass farther than 5 yards down the field in the third quarter if they're going into the wind. I really don't.
Westlake 28, Carroll 21 right now in the Texas 6A. Class 6 championship game.
What was the hottest tip you got on Texas high school football? What was the hottest tip?
Somebody did say 5.5 was a bit much in that one game. Turns out I just made a joke. I don't know anything about these teams, but I said Katy laying 14.5 was too much. That was not true. Katy is a truck. Katy, Texas won by like 40 today or something. They ripped. So.
That one guy though said that they opened to pick 'em.
Yeah, I don't think that was true. I think they opened 7 is what some people had seen, but it did move heavily. So, it feels like I'm going to be mad no matter what happens in this game. So, I just want my Ravens to win. And I guess I don't understand what happened. And this is a good question for you. What happened between the first quarter or the first drive and the rest of the game? Did Buffalo make a good adjustment?
Yeah.
On the run game? Because that run game was like, oh my God. Obviously they're not going to get 12 yards a pop, but they had defended the run a lot better in certain situations.
They're containing Lamar exceptionally well. And honestly, the run game for Baltimore works when Greg Roman is guessing correctly whether he ought to tell Lamar keep it or dictate a handoff. And so far, Greg Roman is guessing incorrectly, except on that first drive. And honestly, that first drive and the sack and, how that flipped things and then the Justin Tucker miss, like I would have rather the Ravens look. I
can never burn the hat.
Looking in hindsight, it would have been so much better if the Ravens had the wind at their back the first quarter and they came out with a pass-heavy approach and just bang, 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 passing down the field, and that would have opened up the run from there forward. But it didn't work out that way. They got the ball with the wind into the wind. They decided run. It worked. Buffalo made a couple of nice adjustments. Greg Roman guessed incorrectly in terms of when he asked Lamar to hold the ball, and Lamar has been contained exceptionally well. He may eventually break one off. I would love to see it. If it happens, I'm going to run around like a lunatic. I'm going to be so happy if he busts one. I really, really would love to see it. I just don't know if it's coming. I don't want to count on it. I'm not enjoying this.
So you see, and they showed this on the broadcast where Buffalo drops, you drop the linebackers and just they sit back in their zone. And then if he does take off, they're there. Like you should be able to draw something up at halftime to beat that it's not like you have this wealth of receivers like other teams, but when you have a really good tight end and you have Marquise, you should be able to do something. It's pretty obvious what they're doing. I think Baltimore can make some second half adjustments here. I'm not burning the hat, you guys. I've had this hat forever.
I like what Buffalo conceptually is doing better, I have to say. Dropping Josh Allen way back has been huge. Oh. He's been able to avoid the pressure other than the one sack fumble, which they miraculously recovered. It's a good strategy. I think if they keep that up in the second half, if they don't pivot away from that, they probably eventually score enough points here to pull away. This feels, this reminds me a lot of is that Bills Jaguars playoff game there a couple of years ago. You remember that?
Any distraction factor for Dable?
I'm not seeing it.
I don't think so. I don't think that's a thing. I think he's too much of a professional. What they're doing with Josh Allen, there's very, very, very many plays where they're getting zero pressure on Josh Allen. He has all day to sit back there, and even with good coverage, you're going to find someone eventually. We've said that a couple times with receivers coming back to the ball. I'm not losing faith, but I think we're going to have to get it done in the fourth quarter.
Like it's going and the defense is going to have to hold in the third.
What was the total?
Hold on for dear life in the third. Really, I can't believe Tucker missed those two kicks. What was the second half total? 23.
Yeah,
23.
That's fair.
A little high, but I don't know.
The teams have moved the ball. We've had 5 field goal attempts. People have been crossing the 50, just not getting her done.
There's been some Baltimore money that came in and brought this back down to 2.5, but the money line is still more favorable now for the Bills than it was pregame.
Gotcha.
So, and I honestly, that's fair, given what we've seen. Given that the Ravens have left points on the field more so than the Bills, yeah. Although maybe the Ravens get a makeup call after that just egregious roughing the passer. That might be the difference. This is so freaking narrow.
It is tight. Very tight margins. I know I didn't even want to do halftime, but I just love you guys too much.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, no, I don't give a shit if the third quarter play loses because Baltimore wins. I think it is a good play, though. I think it is a good play. They do start with the ball. If we're right about the win thing, they'll start with the ball, possibly extra possession, and have the win. So, overtime!
Did they kick off?
I don't know. That's just the chat says. I don't have a TV out on the boat. Not yet.
We gotta get you one out there. All right, let's keep this quick because I got to go watch every snap of this, man.
Do we know if they have the wind or not? Like someone kicked off.
Can we confirm that our assumption of Baltimore? Yes. Okay. Yes.
Wind at the back.
Yes. Okay. Bills have the left side of the field.
Wind.
All right, man. Boy. Any reflections on Green Bay moving on? You think they are the second half tell you anything about that team and how they match up against the winner of Tom Brady versus Drew Brees?
I was going to ask you what the lines are. I think I'd probably be pretty, even though it is a 3-point spread, I think I'd be pretty similar on either, probably like 3.5 for both. Big fuck you play by Rodgers. I love that. I mean, it's not like it was attacking it on. They were only up 7 at that point, I believe, but like that throw out there to Lazard, that was a gorgeous play. Kind of annoyed that we didn't get the second half over, especially when the 2-point conversion shit ended up where we could have ended up with a tie game at one point.
Yeah,
which would have all but guaranteed it.
We just needed a field goal at the end and never got it in the last handful of minutes. That was a bummer.
Frustrating.
Yeah.
But I mean, what do you make those lines? If let's say either team wins, nobody routes. It's a good game. A team moves on either way. What do you make? Green Bay hosting New Orleans. Green Bay hosting Tampa.
Green Bay hosting New Orleans, I make 3.5. Green Bay hosting Tampa, I make 2.5. Oh, interesting. I think you have to. Green Bay beat New Orleans this year. Green Bay got their teeth kicked in by Tampa. I think you have to factor that in when you make those numbers. And who's going to take what early?
Yeah, people might take Tampa
right
because of that horse shit. That was a weird game, but again, kudos to Tampa's game planning there for getting after Rodgers, bothering. They were down 10-0, just like the Ravens were last week. Mm-hmm. Think of that. Think about that. First down, your Buffalo Bills.
God damn it, Dawson Knox, 14-yard game on 3rd and 2.
He's good.
All right, let's get. I'm gonna go watch this. Go Pack, go.
Go Pack, go.
You gonna bet
you
the
can't
Pack
make
next
Rodgers
week, or you want the winner of this game?
If they make it like 2.5 to New Orleans or something silly, I would for sure play Green Bay. But if it's on the other side of 3, I'll have to, think about it.
Okay. All right.
Be interesting. I mean, we have to see that game play out too.
First ever AFC, first ever NFC Championship game in Green Bay for Aaron Rodgers.
A lot of things could happen between now and then.
Nice. Like 6 sack. Sorry,
sack. You never know. I mean, there could be injuries, obviously, for whoever moves on from the AFC or the NFC South game there. So many a slip twixt the cup and the lip. But if a normal game happens, let's say it just lands somewhere near the number, New Orleans moves on and they open it under a field goal, I think I'd probably be inclined to play Green Bay there at home, just the matchup, the way Rodgers. I mean, at times Rodgers didn't even look that great today, and still, if that's the best if that's the best defense in the league, then fine. What are we going to see against someone else? Not to take anything away from New Orleans. New Orleans and Tampa are good defenses, but not Rams.
Allen to Diggs for 20, 1st and 10 at the 30.
Boy, perfect handicap at halftime. We'll get them in the 4th quarter. We'll see you guys tomorrow for the early game.
All right, man.
Positive thoughts, serenity now.
I don't think it's happening.
Oh. Let's hold them to a field goal. And then the Ravens win 10-6.
Buffalo is just too good, man. I don't think it's
They're not bad.
Singletary just ripped off 12 yards. They're in the red zone now. Oh, this is the worst case scenario. Oh.